Good morning. Welcome to our grade 12 English class. So often I'll give these little video introductions to the lesson as if I was in front of you in a classroom talking about what we're going to be doing for the course of the day. Most lessons will fall kind of along this schedule. It'll be a lesson and then something to do in terms of a text to read and then a series of questions. We've got a couple Padlets to do today, and then you're given your first short story, and we're going to be working our way through the short story with a focus on elements of a short story. That's what really this whole first unit is about. At the start of every unit, you're going to get these learning goals and success criteria. Learning goals is my goals. This is what I want you to learn for the day, and success criteria is going to be how do you know that you've fulfilled these goals. And so, students will introduce the elements of a short story. I've answered questions in Google Doc. I understand the 6 elements of a short story. I've introduced myself to class in the Padlet. These are the tasks you're going to do to make sure that you fulfill these learning goals. So a little lesson here on the purposes of writing. We're going to be taking a look at a couple different types of writing over the course of this course. And the most important thing in this course is that you have an opinion and you back up your opinion with proof. You're going to see a lot of my feedback will focus on, are you properly answering questions? Are you providing enough proof from text to back up what you say? Great to have an opinion. Everyone should have an opinion on whatever they read, but you have to back up that opinion and explain how the proof you use backs it up. So you'll introduce your 2 literary works. If you haven't already, please come in and get the texts. I've provided the audio version for each of the 2 books here, but it's very difficult to use the audio version because it's hard to find quotes in the audio version. The books actually have all the material, the quotes that you're going to use for proof when we hit these 2. We're lucky we have the Christmas break to basically read these. So Death Sales needs to be read by January 6th, and Of Mice and Men by Thursday, January 16th. So a lot of time to go ahead and read those, but don't wait. Please start reading right away. I've given you a reading schedule here. So, up to page 35 by this time, up to page 105 by here, just scheduled as sets to keep you kind of on track. The purpose of today's lesson is to introduce you to the elements of a short story. Short stories are very different than novels, poems, etc. They have their own criteria, and here's where we explain each. Please, you can open up this Google document today, and you'll always want to make a copy of it. My suggestion is anytime that you make a copy of something, you rename it for your own purposes. A little slow this morning. 6 are plot, character setting, point of view, conflict, and theme. For every short story we're going to be reading, you're going to be pulling these out. Also, provide explanations of each. So you have the text version and a video explanation. So should be to go through each. My suggestion here is that you open a Google document called Short Stories Notes, and you keep all the notes from all different lessons that we're going to do here. So as you watch the video, you can be have the video open on one window and be taking notes on another. Really good way to interact with your learning, and instead of just being static and watching something, that you actually take notes on each element. So you're going to click make a copy of the document, and then you're going to rename it when it comes up. So here are the videos. There's one. Don't just watch them all. Watch one, take notes. Watch another, take notes. As you always interact with what you're doing. Theme is the most important element of a short story. Theme is, or any literature, as for a matter of fact, in terms of what we're doing in this course, theme is the most important one. Theme is basically what's the lesson or message the author is trying to convey about life by writing their work. If you can pull that out and prove what you're saying, that's the key. Every big question we ask on every test, assignments, etc., theme is a major focus. So please pay careful attention to discussion of theme. A couple little one assignment that you do production for yourself is a Padlet. The way you do that is you can double click on the Padlet, or you can press this little button. It'll take you to an area where you can post it. We do these in lieu of class discussions. We have a classroom, but unfortunately we are an online classroom, so this is how we do discussions. A lot of times you'll be asked to comment on someone else's post. You don't have to do that here today. But I've given you some here. This is my instructions. So make sure you go through and get rid of me here. Do the Padlet. We have some homework. Again, you're going to open up this story by Michael Bruce called "Gentlemen, Your Verdict." Open it up, read it. Feel free to interact with it. I've given you a video here on how to use Google Read and Write. I think this is a huge tool that you can use for reading or interacting with literature. You can also highlight all the important things. Please watch the video and use the techniques that I explain how to install it and how to use it. Again, here's another Google Doc. This is the questions that you're going to be doing. So please open it up and you're going to submit your answers here to this Dropbox. That's explained in your orientation. This is homework. It's not going to be marked. I will be giving you feedback on it, though. It's important that you do your homework, and because homework will prepare you to do the actual marked assignments. And then down here, after we read the story, there's a little discussion. Basically, it comes up is the person in the story guilty or not guilty? So what I'd like you to do is, using at least one direct quote from the story in your post, you're going to explain, do you feel that Lieutenant Commander Orem was right or wrong? Was he guilty or not in doing what he did? Don't want to ruin it for you. That's all I'm going to say. So please read the story and interact with that story. And we're not coming up. Anyway, so you can open up that Google document and you can check out the elements of short story. Okay, so that's it for today. Get into the course. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to give me a call or email me, and please come in. I'd love to see you. I think it's, if you come into the course and be here and you're actually present, it's the best way to have success. Okay. That's it, and have a great day.